Hi, I'm Will James, Principal Percussionist of the Saint Louis Symphony, and today for Grover's Tech Talk, we're going to talk a little bit about the difference between unmetered rolls and metered rolls. Now those may be concepts that you're unfamiliar with, but you can find out more about them in my book, The Modern Concert Snare Drum Roll, published by Meredith Music. First, let's discuss what a metered roll is. A metered roll is a roll that we predetermine the number of strokes in that roll before we actually play it. This is actually very familiar to us. For instance, we've all played a 5-stroke roll before. A 5-stroke roll is a roll that has 4 rolled strokes and then 1 release stroke. So when would be the best time to play a metered roll? Typically we would play a metered roll when the duration of that roll is very short. This is because in a short roll we can figure out the best number of strokes to make that roll sound its best and be full. Take for instance a rolled quarter note into a downbeat quarter note at around 120. We discovered that 4 rolled strokes is really the best number of strokes in that time period to make the roll sound full. Sure, we have the option of using fewer or more than 4 strokes, but 4 really makes the roll sound its fullest and best. Now let's shift the focus to an unmetered roll. Now an unmetered roll is a roll that we do not predetermine the number of strokes inside that roll before we play it. A long roll is a great example of when to play an unmetered roll. Now why is that? If we give a rhythmic structure to the roll over a long period of time, eventually that roll will sound rhythmic. If we shift the focus from a rhythmic structure to more of a sound concept, it will inevitably give the roll a better sound. Now let's play an example of this. The example you see, the roll lasts a fair amount of time. Now we could give that roll an underlying rhythmic structure. Let's play that example first. Now that doesn't sound bad, but you can hear a rhythmic pulse to it. I was playing 5 strokes per beat. Now we want a roll to sound perfectly smooth. If we shift the focus to only sound and not rhythm, and of time of course, the roll will sound better and much smoother. Now this can take a while to get used to this concept, but ultimately your roll will sound better. I want to thank Neil Grover and Grover Pro Percussion. You can find out more about their great drums at groverpro.com, and you can find out more about my book, The Modern Concert Snare Drum Roll, at my website, williamjamespercussion.com.